Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and welcome to the quick update on the situation at the Velika sector of the Zaporizhzhia Front. And particularly we're talking about Staromayorske. This is the town where the Ukraine allegedly, famously captured and captured until to the point where we are still fighting at this place after, a week. And even worse, we have reports from the Russian Defense Ministry that they were ejecting Ukrainians from or preventing Ukrainians from holding a stronghold in the northern outskirt or northern part of Staromayorske, which makes no sense if you consider whatever the Ukrainians claim are true, because the Ukrainian forces have already supposedly secured the entire of Staromayorske and in their offensive previously. And according to some more bullish sources, they say that this is actually causing a lot of problems for the Russians. They are currently holding Uruzhaine. Some people claim that Uruzhaine cannot be held because Ukrainians have captured Staromayorske. But for those that follow DPA, I have already reported and told you that the Ukrainian forces cannot hold positions within the within the village, because the entire village is flattened, and there is actually a high ground just around as per this border or this frontline region as per mapped. This area here is actually a high ground, and all the way down here this is a slope. This is a slope down to the village, and the Russian forces basically have control of the high ground. In fact, there is even fighting on the western part of Staromayorske, where the Ukrainians were trying to probe this position, but they were taken out by Russian forces that are currently holding the line around here. And because the Russian forces have this high ground position west of Staromayorske, the Ukrainian forces cannot even actually hold the position within the village safely, and this resulted with bombardments and attacks against the Ukrainian forces, and the Russian forces then carry out a counterattack on the 29th of July, where the Russian forces were reportedly attacking in the south. And by the end of the day, the Russian forces have actually pushed all the way to the north and pushed out the Ukrainians from the village. And however, this does not mean that the Russians have captured Staromayorske per se, because then the Russian forces actually withdraw out of Staromayorske, because they themselves also cannot hold a position within the village itself. And the Ukrainian forces did try many times. According to Russian reports, the Ukrainian forces did try to send in recons and troops to try to find positions that they can actually hold and entrench themselves. And these forces that were sent into the village are the one that consistently get attacked by the Russian forces whenever they spotted them, probably by drones. And yeah, that's a very scary situation over in the Staromayorske. And to capture the village, as per I mentioned in previous reports, the Ukrainian forces will have to push out and first capture the western part of Staromayorske first, secure a buffer zone around on the western part, then they have to push south then secure another buffer zone in order you can secure the entire village. And especially if you do not have Uruzhaine, where the Ukrainians did try their best to attack Uruzhaine, which currently is still under Russian control, the Russians can even attack from Uruzhaine into Staromayorske through the crossing over here. There's a river crossing, and this makes it very uncomfortable for the Ukrainians if they choose to just bypass the entire village and assume control of Staromayorske without capturing Uruzhaine. That is not possible. There is reports of from Ukrainian sources saying that they are fighting towards Zaporizhzhia, which is actually this Russian controlled town or village south of this entire Staromayorske front line. But it seems like this report is just too bullish. I think that the Ukrainians did not even manage to get past this line here. No, this line, I don't think they even passed this line yet. So the entire situation here is basically everybody stuck in Staromaiorsky. A lot of operations and movement within the village, and people just dying unnecessarily, and just like this map full of lines, and nobody have any idea what the hell am I drawing. Anyway, thank you for watching, and do press the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next update.